Hi, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Katharine, and in today's video, I'm going thrift shopping. As my full-time job, I am a thrift store manager, but in today's video, I'm going to another thrift store in my area, not the one that I manage, and I'm really excited to go in because a part of this Vlogtober series, I was trying to think of things that people associate with October and the fall season, and for me, that's thrift shopping. And for some reason in my mind, when I became the manager of the thrift store that I manage for my church, actually, I thought that I was going to get sick of going to the thrift store. But although I do not want to go to the thrift store that I manage, like the specific one that I work at, on my days off, I don't want to go there literally anytime on my days off. So when I have a day off, I actually don't mind going to other thrift stores. Like, I still love going to thrift stores. I honestly might even like thrifting more now that I'm a thrift store manager. But like I said, I don't like going to like the specific thrift store that I manage like on my days off, because that's my job and that's work to me. But like, if I can find like another thrift store in my area to go to, like, I love doing that, because since managing a thrift store, like, I've just come to appreciate like thrifting so much more. It's saving your wallet because things are cheaper in thrift stores generally, and also like it's saving the environment too. Like, you're recycling different products like clothes and home decorations and toys and books and things of that nature. And so you're not going out and buying new things, you're getting things that have already been loved and you're recycling them in your own home. So that's why I love thrifting, and I have just come to appreciate thrifting so much, especially since becoming a thrift store manager. I don't really have anything in particular that I'm like on the lookout for. So because it is October, I might start looking for like Christmas decorations. I am the type of psychopath that starts setting up for Christmas on November 1st. I have a tree that I normally set up in my room in a window so that everyone can see it from the outside. And apart from that though, I really don't have any like Christmas decorations other than the Christmas tree that I set up. So I might go in there and like try to find some like different Christmas decorations that I can hang up on my walls or like put on some of my shelves and things like that. So I might try to find something like that for my room back home. But apart from that, I really don't have a plan. I might look at some clothes, but like I said, I do work at a thrift store and we do get the majority of our donations as like clothes. So I get a lot of my clothes actually from the thrift store that I work at. So I might not get clothes today, but might as well take a look in the clothes section just in case. And then I'm definitely going over to the book section too, because I love used books, especially if I can find them for cheaper at a thrift store. It can get expensive reading and buying new books all the time. So I might take a look in the book section too, see if they have any vinyl records as well. I just recently got a record player, so I might see if they have any vinyls available. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do today in the thrift store. I don't think I mentioned what thrift store I'm even going to. So it's Savers. Savers, at least in New England, I've seen it be like more of like a franchised almost, or like a chain sort of thrift store. There's like multiple of them in New England at least. I don't know if it's a national thrift store. I don't know if it's in other parts of the country as well. But at least in New England, there's like multiple stores of Savers. So I'm going to go in. I like Savers because they are so large and they have such a great selection, but for some reason they've been like really raising their prices lately. Like, I got this American Eagle top, like it's a very pretty blue floral top that I got from Savers, but it's an American Eagle top and it was like $15. Like, I could have easily gotten that, like, at American Eagle for the same price. Maybe not the same price, but, like, you know what I mean. Like, that's, like, kind of ludicrous and ridiculous that it was $15 for a shirt from a thrift store. I tend to not price the items at my thrift store more than, like, $5 or $10. But that's, like, pushing it. That's if it's, like, a Lily Pulitzer shirt or, like, a Land's End shirt. Like, very high-end shirts, I tend not to price more than $5 or $10. But $10 is even pushing it. I usually price, like, wedding dresses at $10 or prom dresses at $10. So, I think it's just kind of ridiculous, like, pricing an American Eagle shirt at $15. But anyway, I'm going to head in. Enough talking from me. I am going to head in there and just have some fun. So join along. And also, I have this like 20% off coupon to Savers. That's kind of partially why I'm coming here right now, because if you donate to Savers, they give you these like every time that you donate. So I donated something to Savers and I got this 20% off coupon. So I'm definitely leaving with something today. So I'll do a haul when I get back to my car, but let's head inside. see, I'm back in my car from going into the thrift store, Savers, and I honestly was kind of disappointed because there wasn't like much that I was interested in, but I did get two things, so I'll show you those. So the first thing I just want to point out is a Christmas thing. Like I said before, I love setting up for Christmas on November 1st. I'm one of those psychopaths that do that. And then like the day of Thanksgiving, I take a break from Christmas and just celebrate on Thanksgiving Day, and then I'm back to celebrating Christmas. Because if you think about it, we have like essentially 2 months to celebrate Halloween, and that's September and October, and then like you have only like, if you wanted to start December 1st, you only have 25 days, like not even a month to celebrate Christmas. So I want to celebrate Christmas for as long as I can. So I usually start on like November 1st and then celebrate it all the way through like the end of January-ish. So I'm one of those psychopaths, but I love Christmas, and it's like one of my favorite holidays. So the first thing that I got from Savers is a Christmas decoration, and he's so cute. I couldn't not get him, and I'm gonna put him on like one of my bookshelves or something like that. And it's this little guy. He's a reindeer. I think he's supposed to be Rudolph. As you can see, like he's in like a seated position, so he's like supposed to and meant to like sit on like a shelf. So I can't wait to put him somewhere in my room. He's just so cute, my little Rudolph. The next thing that I got is a book, actually. It's a children's book. I actually read it, the first book in this series. I read it when I was like in the 5th grade. It was like a class read, like you know how they have like reading time in class. This was a book that was read to us in the 5th grade, like as a class, and it's Peter and the Starcatchers, if you're familiar. It's by Dave Barry and Riley Pearson, and I read the first book like in that classroom setting in the 5th grade, and I haven't read it since, but I want to, and apparently it's a part of like a trilogy, like a series of 3 books, so I want to reread Peter and the Starcatchers and then read the other 2 books in the series. So there's 3 books in total. I want to read all 3 of them, if that makes sense. So I have the first 2 books physically at home on my bookshelves, but I didn't have the 3rd book. So I ended up getting it. It was in the book section, obviously. It's Peter and the Secret of Rundoon. I'm really excited to read this series. It's gonna probably be like a really easy series to get through because it is a children's chapter book series, so I'm not worried about not enjoying them because it's just a pure nostalgia factor that I want to read them. It's, I think, a loose retelling of like Peter Pan, if I'm not mistaken, and like Captain Hook and stuff. I'm just really excited to read those because I just want to feel like a child again. A lot of the books on my bookshelves are like actual books and series that I remember reading as a child and I want to reread again, or they were super popular when I was a child but never read them when I was a kid, so like I want to read them purely off the fact that I want to pretend that I'm a kid again and like as if I'm reading it for the first time. And because I would be reading it for the first time, it's just now I'm an adult. Maybe I can just pretend to be a kid while I'm reading the ones that I didn't read when I was a kid that were super popular during that time. One of those being like the Hunger Games, Narnia, things like that, Lord of the Rings. But yeah, that was my short yet sweet trip to the thrift store, Savers. Thank you for joining me today. I know it wasn't like anything special, but I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it, and I hope it inspires you to maybe go out to your local thrift store and go find some goodies. So I thank you again for watching this video. Do all the YouTube things that you know how to do. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!